In this video, the truth about EGO batteries and battery-powered equipment coming up. So you may have seen some of my reviews on the EGO equipment, like the blower, the hedge trimmers, the mower, stuff like that. In this video, we are going to talk about the batteries. Now, what is the biggest selling point that they sell you on for going with battery-powered equipment? What do they talk about? Making the environment better. So that's one of the things I want to touch on is, are batteries better for the environment than gas? Maybe, but in a lot of areas, lithium batteries are not recyclable and you go through them very quickly. So whether or not they are better for the environment is debatable. Also, it seems like you go through more battery-powered equipment because they come out with newer, better models all the time, and then the old ones, maybe you could sell them on the used market, but probably they're going to go in the landfill. I feel like gas mowers are going to last longer, and it's going to be a lot longer before they end up in a landfill. Plus, you're more likely to be able to recycle those mowers at scrap, like for scrap metal and stuff like that, than you would be able an electric mower. Are they better for the environment? I don't know. What about cost savings? Are they going to save you money over running a gas-powered equipment? I can tell you 100%, hands down, absolutely not. One 5 amp hour battery at the time of this video costs $300 or $299. That is a lot of gas. Another thing that I want to touch on is the lifespan of these batteries. A while ago, EGO, they may have had it on the website, but I don't remember. It was through communications, and I know that in email, and I can't find it anymore, I probably deleted it, but EGO claimed that these batteries will last 1,000 cycles. So I wanted to check that. So this battery is a 5 amp hour battery. I bought it in September of 2020, which right here is one of my gripes. I bought it in September of 2020. The date on the battery is October of 2019. So when I bought it, the battery was already a year old. But I started keeping track of all the times that I charged it. From the first charge date, and every time that I would completely drain the battery and then charge it, every time I put it on the charger, I put down a tick mark. The first time that I charged this 5 amp hour battery here was September 7th, 2020. And since then, the date now is March 30th of 2025. We have charged it 51 times. That's 51 times. And if they are actually standing behind their claimed 1,000 cycles, that's 5%. 5% of their claimed cycles. So this is not going to save you money. They're not going to last that long. You might say, yeah, but you got 4.5 years out of it. Yeah, but when you have to spend $300 every 4.5 years, that hurts. When you're just having to do maintenance on your mower and get tune-ups and get gas and stuff like that, it's smaller amounts over time. And I did look at tune-ups on mowers, and they range anywhere from like $30 to a couple $100, depending on what you're doing to it and what the mower is. But typically, they're not terribly expensive. We did just pick up another mower, and we got a free battery with it. This is another 5 amp hour battery, and we bought this yesterday, March 29th, and the date on this one is January of 2024. Again, already a year old. So we just unboxed the mower, and one thing we didn't notice on the battery when we unboxed it, but I'm going to add this into the mower video. I'm also going to add this into the video on the batteries. The manufacturer date on this 7.5 amp hour battery with the mower that we bought on March 29th, 2025 is May 2021. This battery is already 4 years old, and the 5 amp hour battery only lasted 5.5 years from the time that it was manufactured. So we're already 4 years into this battery. So I mean, we're only gonna get another year out of this. That to me is a problem. And yeah, I know it has a 3-year limited warranty. What is that gonna cover? Is this gonna wait until 3 years and 1 month to completely die out? I really don't know. But it's one of my frustrations, but I keep buying Ego. So I mean, there's that. So that brings me to my point. This 5 amp hour battery that I started charging in September of 2020 is no longer good in March of 2025. It only lasts for maybe 5 minutes, where when it was new, we could mow both the front and backyard twice on a single charge. But now it won't last 5 minutes to get even through the front yard. We don't have a big front yard at all. I have since checked, and Ego does not have a 1,000 cycle claim on their website. I did look. They have a 3-year limited warranty on the battery. It's been 4.5 years. So we talk about convenience convenience of battery powered equipment over gas. Having to have gas on hand or go to the gas station because you've got to get gas and then you ran out and then you got to stop and while you're mowing and go and get gas. Or if you have everything's gas, like your weed eater and your blower and stuff like that, that could be added headache, because from my experience, those engines don't want to run when you are using them periodically like a homeowner does. A landscaper, they use the fancy, expensive stuff. We are typically not buying that stuff as a homeowner, so we're buying the less expensive stuff, which leads to them not running as great or having to fight with them more. Also, the small stuff like the weed eaters and blowers are usually two-stroke, whereas your mower is 4-stroke, so that means keeping 2 types of gas on hand. The 2-stroke require the oil mixed into it. I was lazy and I just ran 2-stroke in the 4-stroke and didn't care because I'm lazy. Now that's probably not the best for the environment, but then you're having to keep 2 different gas cans with 2 different mixtures on it, or you're putting regular gas into your 2-stroke and then trying to add oil to it and then your mixture's off or whatever. There is a convenience factor. I guess I will sum it up with, you go with battery for the convenience, maybe for, and I'm saying this maybe with a big old asterisk next to it, to better for the environment. But you are definitely, absolutely, 100% not doing it to save money. And if you understand that, then you'll be all right. I don't have experience with other battery-powered equipment other than a Ryobi Edger. I haven't had any issues with those batteries, but as far as like the bigger 40 volt, 56 volt, 80 volt, or anything like that, the Ego is the only brand that I have experience with. And this isn't just me with an experience of one. I've had a 5 amp hour battery go bad. This is my second 5 amp hour battery to go bad. I had a 4 amp hour battery go bad. I've had 2 and 2.5 amp hour batteries go bad. I don't know the exact number, but it's at least 5. So it's not an experience of just one. So I do want to add that in there. But if you're going into battery with the understanding that you are definitely not going to save money, and every couple of years you're going to have to drop a couple $100s on at least one battery, maybe more, then you'll be all right. I just want people to know what they're getting into. Ego has not sent any of these to me. They don't pay me. I don't get any of this stuff for free. I have to pay for all of it myself. I want to make sure that that's clear as well. That's it for this video. In the next one, we are going to unbox the new mower. Be sure to check that out if you are interested. Thanks for watching. That's it for this video. We'll catch you on the next project. See ya.